clay and shape it. You wanna drown in me. Yeah, you wanna drown in me, baby. It scares you like a monster, 'cause it's all you've ever dreamed of. Show me that you wanna be with me. We could make it boy so easily. With me, gotta keep moving, baby. With me, I wanna make you dreamy. You wanna
Well, hello there, boys and girls, you sexy bitches. Yeah, yeah, Jim. We go way back. There's a few of us in that clique that go way back. You, me, John, Justin. There's a few of us. We're still floating around there. You can't kill us off. We're like roaches. So, welcome to the first stream I've done in like a couple weeks. Mostly just because life has gotten in the way. I almost thought about doing a $20 donation, you know, and I'd end up doing shots of Kraken, which is a spiced rum, which I've actually fallen in love with. But we're just doing a hot toddy. It's got about a shot in it. And I don't trust Jim because Jim will donate enough to try and kill my liver. And I have to work tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure my wife would get pissed if she came home, which for those wanting updates on her, she is actually doing very well. She's still got a little bit of dizziness, but she saw a cardiologist. He said that her heart is doing fantastic. And hey, SD Hobby, sexy. He said that her heart is actually doing perfect, that she does not need to follow up with him. He is ordering a stress test just so she can, or so that he can have a baseline in her chart for future reference. But other than that, she doesn't need to follow back up with him. Her blood pressure is back in a normal range, where when she went into the hospital, it was at 259 over 133. She was basically having a heart event. At her checkout, her doctor informed her that was rounding on her in the hospital that I was kind of upset that they didn't put her in a room and they were actually keeping her in a hallway so that they could constantly keep an eye on her, because they were expecting her to either A, code, or B, have a stroke. Luckily, neither one of those things ended up happening. Thank God. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so I'm super happy about that. Like I said, she still has a little dizziness. We have to figure out where that's coming from, but she's actually at work right now, and then I think she's home for the rest of the year, some home teaching, but other than that, yeah, no. And how is everyone else doing? We have Nike in the building. We have SD Hobby. We have Gunpla Fixation. Let's scroll over here and go back up, because we had Ozzy saying congrats on 15K. And yes, I know if you look at my thing, it still says 14,900, something like that. And the way that YouTube ended up doing it is much like how Instagram ended up taking away, you could see how many likes that you had on a post. It's kind of the same thing. It rounds, so it's weird. It'll stay at that lower number until it passes over. So right now I'm at exactly 15,000. Once it hits 15,001, then it'll roll over and actually show I have 15,000. Thanks to YouTube's also other algorithm. The last couple videos that I uploaded, I lost about 25 subscribers as soon as I click live on there. It's something that's been going on. My channel's kind of been, I did it to myself. A year or so ago, I don't want to say derogatory remarks. I was talking about snowflakes. I was kind of on a rant, and I got dinged for that. And I don't want to say that my channel's been shadow banned, because I don't have proof of that, but I definitely don't have that burst view. I don't have that fine, like a lot of people said, you know, if it wasn't for so-and-so shouting you out, I would have never known about you, because you don't even come up in searches. It is what it is. I love each and every one of you that are here and have found me. Love you all. Let's see. Let's go back through. Let's see. Ozzy says, geez, good to hear she's doing better. From Nike. David Cortez, hello. Oh wow, it gives you your own color. So David is one of my God tier members, and I did not know it gives you your own color. That's awesome. Good to hear she's doing better. Nike says it snowed here a lot today. Actually, David sent me a, I think it was David, right? I have to keep all my people straight. David sent me a video of, I guess the snow is starting to really come down in his area. So I hate you all that are getting snow. Let's see. Jim Gunpla Fixation says best wishes the wifey sauce honey bunches. Thank you. Jim, did the rest of, like, did that end up working out for you for the rest of the parts that you ended up trying that trick on, which I'm actually going to show some of that tonight, because that's this video is I mean, yes, it's a celebration of me hitting 15,000, but it's more of David had an issue with a kit, and we've been talking. One of the benefits of being a God tier member, I mean, Jim, you don't count because you've been a friend forever. You've always had my number. Friends have had my numbers, but the new members, it'll get to a point, like once we chit chat through email, and I'm sure you're not going to stalk me and like break into my house and rape me in the middle of the night. I will actually, most of the time, I will actually give you my number, or you can just directly message me through Facebook, or I've, like with David, I gave him my number, so we text back and forth. He shoots me pictures. I answer questions how I can, and that's one of the benefits of being a God tier member, is I am always available. Let's see here. Miguel says, congrats on the subs. Thank you. YouTube is all about being politically correct. Yes, and I am not always politically correct. Dave has a lot of concerns. Yeah. SD, pray for my brother's wife, my brother's house, which will be soon 15,000 people. It's so nice. Yes, thank you, SD Hobby. Thank you. If Nori stops by, thank you. I found out the other day, which I didn't know, that I guess they kind of, if I understand this right from SD, that they kind of had a prayer for my wife during the stream, and like, I emotionally don't even know how to handle that. It means a lot. If I'm honest, personally, like, I have a few people that are friends, close friends I have made through this hobby. I am not a social person. I do not go out and try and make friends. I do not, my wife's always, if you want people to hang out with, you have to go find people and you have to make friends. Well, you guys are my friends. You guys are kind of my family. And it's been that way forever. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. David says it puts the lotion on its skin. Nori and I come by your chat room and talk to each other. Hey, SD, I think really need to study English. Aw. And Nike says, thank you for considering us as friends and family. Yeah, always. Like, I enjoy the numbers. Let's be honest. Like, it boosts one's ego to see the numbers rise and get bigger and everything. But at the same time, I like the smaller number of what I would say those of you that religiously follow and show up to my streams, which is astronomical for me. Like, I'm completely honored. And I like having that direct feedback. Like, if you look at someone, PewDiePie or anyone like that, let's say Zach, even Zach Aurelius, like, all the people that show up to his streams and stuff, you can't keep up with all of that. You cannot be personable and keep up and answering people's questions and stuff. And I do like trying to do that. I don't always succeed, and I may end up catching it a little bit late, but I do like that. Thank you and don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see here. So I think I can stop listening to myself in my ear because that sounds like it's okay. So one of the things I want to show, is this guy. I may have shown him, shown it off before in a previous stream when I ended up opening it up. This came from a mystery person, and the only thing that the label said was from Johnny R, and I think it came from Delaware or something like that, or Chicago. There's only one person I know that lives in Chicago, and I know him as Johnny, so I think I know who this came from. And I'm going to call him out. I think it was Senjui, which, you know, we haven't talked in a long time, but this was actually sent to me a couple months ago, like kind of preemptively. But it says presented to Dave's World for passing 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm going to find a place somewhere behind me to mount it. If this was from you, Senjui, or anyone else that follows my channel, if it was for you, you don't have to fess up, but I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Let's see. I'm going to go through. Let's see here. Dimitri. I think it's Dimitri, right? I think the C is silent. Dimitri. Let's see. Says hi. Hello back. Nike said, what happened to Senjui? Senjui really concentrated on school. His family really, I want to say, cracked down. He comes from a very Korean family. And he has he has some health issues. He always has, and he's just kind of gotten through them. And we talked for a long time. I talked him through a bunch of stuff. I got him a bunch of stuff like his air compressor and stuff like that, which I ended up buying him a new one because this is going to take some flashbacks. This is just a chit chat video. For those of you that remember Flash 007, hold on, I need a drink for this. Between his begging and everything else, let's just put it out there. Between his begging and everything else, he ended up, I ended up sending him some airbrush stuff, some paints. He ended up getting a compressor, so on and so forth. And then when he got out of the hobby, he sold me all of said stuff. And I had him ship it all to Senjui. The air compressor went to Senjui in a cardboard box with literally nothing around it. The box showed up round, and it was smashed to bits. So needless to say, I was pissed at Flash, and everything else was jacked up. So I turned around and bought yet again another air compressor and one of those collapsible spray booths and everything else, and had it delivered to Senjui. So I basically ended up buying two. But it was for a friend. I've always considered Senjui a good friend. I don't know if he ends up watching. Yes, and that is not exactly a bad thing, Jim. Because he was making a bad name for a lot of hobby people that were trying to start out channels and stuff like that. But with that out of the way, yes. So as far as I know, Senjui still works on some stuff. Last time I talked to him, I think he was working on a Zoid, but his real thing has been taking care of his family, his medical, and school, and everything else is just a hobby on the side, nothing like it was. So props to him for that. Let's see here. No. Flash double, I remember that guy. Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. You know, I made it right in the long run. So people were all happy. It was just a hot mess. It was a flaming hot mess. You guys will remember. The old schoolers. I will tell people that are wanting to get into the hobby, maybe wanting to get into YouTube, don't beg. Don't beg. Don't be, I can't afford, I can't this or that. People don't like it. Don't reach out to companies begging for sponsorships and things like that. Again, companies don't like that. End of story. All right, let's move on. And let's see. Do I have any notifications over here? Probably not. CPU. Whatever. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good in the neighborhood. All right. I'm gonna put a little more than a shot of rum in here. Okay, David Cortez is still here. Correct, good sir. If you build it, they will come. I've been trying to do that with a sex doll, and ain't nobody coming with that. And this is one of the reasons I like having late night streams, because I can have some dirty humor. Okay, let me switch over views here. Okay. I may have to play with the color and stuff and stop wobbling. Dave is making Ichi jokes. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so this actually is off of the which kit? It's one of my favorites. This guy. Don't fall out of the chair, Dave. This guy, which is over on the shelf, but it gives me a nice flat surface. Thank you, Nori TV. Thank you so much. Man, you've been keeping me entertained. I've been watching your streams lately, and they have been absolutely fantastic, and keeping me entertained. I usually stay silent because I don't speak Korean, and I don't want to bug. I don't want to bug SD for having to translate me. But I've really been finding your streams very entertaining. How goes the progress on the Hainu? So, if I haven't shown you guys, which I may not have, do I have a better view with this way? By the way, if you hear some weird sounds, I started the dishwasher before I started the stream, so sorry. Shut up, Tigger. This show is not about you. Yeah. Let's see here. Wait, what? Hold on. What was that? Oh. Let's see here. So this is the head and the chest of the Hainu. I've pretty much mocked up half of the whole thing. This is one of the boosters. The arm, when I do the video for the arm, it's going to be a lot simpler than this, because this of course has the gun and everything. It's going to be more of the condensed version, but you'll get the idea. The basic parts of the body of the arm are there. This you're going to have to glue. The backpack funnel part, I did some customization on this already. There are some gaps. You'll see there's like a gap right here in this piping. There's some gaps in here which we will end up filling in, and I'm going to kind of show you guys on how I end up doing that tonight. I'm going to show you a couple of my tricks. I did end up putting a magnet in here, and also here, which will make it much easier if I'm wanting to swap it out for the other version, and or for transportation, and or for you know, painting, moving, transporting, anything like that. And so I will show you guys how I did that when I do this video. I think I'm going to end up jumping around. I know when I did the foot video that I was going to work my way up, but I keep looking at the legs, and the legs are probably the most daunting part of this kit, and it's because you really have to tear apart the leg, and you have to do some modifications and stuff like that. So I think I might do the simpler parts and just keep them down to little 5-minute videos, and then go from there. And then this, of course, is the shoulder piece, which I think looks spectacular. But that's the status of the Hainu. Half of them is built, and the other half I need to finish filming and put up the videos for you guys. Love the video. Let's see. Love the video on the feet, by the way. Thank you, Miguel. Cat wants to be on stream. Yes. Hey, Dave. When does painting on the high and you start? So I actually ordered. You'd be proud of me. I actually ordered. Hold on. I need to go to the face. So I actually ordered, or have on order with Galactic Toys. I ordered some of the. It's the Gaia notes, but it's one of their offsets. Someone was telling me about it, and I don't know if it was Angawa, or maybe it was you, Jim, that was telling me about their base paints or base primer made for frames. It's more durable. So I actually ordered some of that. That I'm going to use on this. I ordered some of those paints, and right now, for the life of me, I can look. Hold on. Stop being lazy, Dave. Stop being lazy. The Nazca. Yeah, the Nazca. I ended up ordering a bunch of that for the for trying out on the frames for both this and the RX-78-2 Unleashed, which I don't think Zach is here. Okay, has anyone in the chat ordered an RX-78-2 Unleashed from Galactic Toys? One in the chat if you have. I just want to see ones if you ordered one from Galactic, because I have some news for you. But yeah, so I ordered some of that paint. It's going to be for the RX-78-2, and it's also going to be used for this. And I ordered some colors. I want to try and paint this primarily with Gaia notes. Thank you, Steph's Kits. Yes, and English only. I know that Nori is Korean, but he strives to also do English in my chat. And so I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. So nobody's ordered one from them. Shame on you. Well, for those that did, and maybe you're watching this on the playback, a little birdie may have mentioned that they should be arriving at the shop next week. So hopefully they're hoping to have some out to you guys by Christmas. So that would be super awesome. Also in the news, I also ordered, you guys may have seen in my community tab, do not enter here because I will not pay attention to it. You have to be subscribed to the channel, and the only way you can see my community tab and comment in there, I believe, is you have to be subscribed. For those of you that are not members, and those of you that have not entered into the holiday contest thing, where I'm giving away the perfect grade, the master grade, the real grade, the high grade, and the Hello Kitty, for those that have not entered into that, I am doing, under my community tab, there's a posting that I did today, and I will be picking a couple people out of there, just random people, and I will be giving away a MadWorks airbrush, which I did a video on last night, and I will be giving away to one person, maybe two, as a set of MadWorks nippers. The God tier members for my channel, you guys will be receiving something as well for being God tier members. I will contact you and find out which you want, whether you want nippers or airbrush. I purchased, I believe, 3 of each to give away to both just regular members, and then also for the God tier, I have 2. So I appreciate that. And then the rest of the members, you guys will get something. A link to my OnlyFans. But yeah, so let's get back over here. Hit the right button. Okay, so this is what we got. Let's get to work. I did not think this out completely through, but when have I ever? So, Mr. David had an issue, and his issue was that he had a piece of a gun barrel. He had a piece of the gun barrel that was cut out on the sides. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see that clearly. Maybe if I zoom in, will it zoom in anymore? It will. Let me brighten that up. Okay. But in his sanding, the slots may not be exactly square anymore. This is not to scale. This is not to scale. Okay. So you guys can all see that? Correct? Correct? Yeah, maybe. Okay. So I didn't even think about it. Most of us have been in this for so long. Like you mentioned plow plate, and everybody's, oh yeah, I know what that is. Oh yeah. So plow plate is styrene sheets. Here's some here. I have a bunch in different sizes. But you can't always end up getting them. You can, like Plastruck makes them. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them in. They come in dozens and dozens of different shapes, sizes, everything else. These are wider. If I come over, let's see. Got some round. I've got these. Now this would have been perfect for what he wanted. Okay, so this would have been perfect for what he wanted. And I think this is a 3mm, maybe 4mm wide, where these are a lot wider. So I was like, okay, why don't I show you guys how to make your own, not plow plate, but how to make your own pieces to do the same thing. Like, it's super simple. You don't have to go and do this. Like, if you followed some of the people that I have, it's outrageous. Like, if you watch some of the people from Vietnam or the Philippines and so forth, they will literally take trash and make some of the most exquisite things out of. And, well, we're going to kind of take trash today. So I have two things here. Literally, pack of razors that I busted open, and a sour cream lid. I actually prefer butter lids because they're a little stiffer, but you can use this too. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and cut this round powered out. Now, since I'm not permanently doing this, I don't really care about the size. This is a little soft, and I like it a little stiffer, which is what Jim's wife said. But so there's that. Now for this, you can use these, like, it's really super thin over here on the sides. You can also make like if you screw up something on, say, a Zaku or something like that, and you want to replace the clear canopy that's on there, you can do something like this. But this bottom is nice and thick, and that's what I want right now. Sorry, this is probably going to make a lot of noise. And I could have cut this ahead of time, but it would defeat the purpose. Okay. Don't need that. So here we are. So like I said, this doesn't stay perfectly flat, and it's not really super thick. Like, this is thicker. That's why I said if you can get hold of like a butter lid. Butter lids are perfect because they're just right as far as being the consistency. But you can see, you know, it's, if you compare If you compare the two, you can kind of see. The clear styrene, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can heat this up, all kinds of stuff. But you can use this too. Like, there's no reason why you can't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna somewhat make a straight edge over here, and want to make sure I hope you guys can see okay. I'm trying to find the view that gives you guys the best. And then it would help if I had this. Let me find a new blade on here. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. No, I don't want any of those. Oh, there they are. So I usually have linked down below, and I have fallen in love with this Tamiya hobby knife. I know in the foot video for the high new, I put a link to it. This has actually become one of my favorite hobby knives. It's the Tamiya design knife. It comes with a ton of blades, and if you need more blades, you can pick them up at any like arts and crafts store. But it's just super comfortable in the hand. Put that over there so we don't drop it or anything. So what I want to do is I want to create a nice straight line. And then let's pretend we know what the hell we're doing. And we are going to measure out. I want this to be about 2 millimeters wide. So I am just dotting it along at the 2 millimeter mark. I don't know if that's going to stay in focus or not. Boy, all of a sudden the chat just went quiet as hell. So I just line that up. Okay, so there's one. The downside when it's super thin is sometimes it'll curl like that. So that should be good with that. But let's do the same thing with this. You guys aren't going to really be able to see it because, well, it's clear, and that's the suck part. But let's make a straight ledge. And let's make a couple pieces of this about 2 millimeters wide. Get rid of that. So we have those. So my purpose in showing this is I'm going to take and cut this down to some smaller, manageable pieces. And then, so you can see how those squares are kind of like jacked up. And of course, you will trim this. You will trim this as needed. You know, depending on what size that you're trying to set up on there. But generally, this is what we're going to end up doing. So I don't know if the Tamiya. Well, let's try it. I haven't tried the Tamiya with this to see. It'll melt butter lids. No, it doesn't work the same on this. I've had it work on butter lids before though. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of glue. And I don't think I have any foil. So next best thing, if you want a secret for glue, put it on something metal. Something like aluminum foil works great. It'll actually stay liquid for quite some time, and you can actually manipulate it and move it around. Miguel says we're focused on the sour cream lid. And this is one of the benefits that I really like about the super glue gel. And this is not professional, so keep that in mind. This is just, I'm kind of rushing at it, but this will give you an idea of what to be able to do, David. Let's see here. Let's see. Steph's Kits. Watch a guy from Korea use a lighter to melt the runners, some rolled out flat, making plow plate. Yeah, to save your runner, you can use that for all kinds of things. You can actually use. I forgot what the plastic glue is. It's used in model railroads. But you can actually take some of that along with your styrene and melt down the styrene into a glass container and use that for either detailing, filling in gaps, things like that. Works great. Let's see. Let me jump to SD while she's still here. SD, great brothers, have an elegant, dynamic time today. I'll be back next time. P.S. Sexy Dave fighting. Oh, have a good night, SD. Have a good night. Nori's giving peepee nice. Ozzy, let's see. Doesn't Calamity make some of his models using? Yes, he does. Let's see here. Tail Whip says hi. Stephs, he was building Gundam local type. I believe he was on the Stylish Technique series of videos. Yeah, Calamity does it that way. A lot of Korean builders, like even I think Nori has done some too, but yeah, just using scraps. Like, the only thing that limits you in what you're doing is your imagination. So if you'll see what I'm doing here, if you can, trying to film it right. So I'm just lining up with where the edge would be. It would be easier if I actually had the holes to judge by, but with a good hobby knife, you just push down, snap off, and you're good. And if you need to equal it up, like this is not even by any means. Yeah, that's better. And you can vary these as well. So my point in doing this was to show him, like, even if you overblow, even if you kind of overblow it, you can cover it up. So we're just doing a little bit along here. And this will actually give that slot a little more dynamics because you're having something raised off of that surface as well. One of the things I suggest is, like I'm doing right now, just put glue where you want the strip. Don't put glue on the strip and then put it down. By doing it this way, you can actually control what part is glued down. And if I have to do it this way, I'll usually place it down outside the glue and then push it in. You just kind of want to line it up. That's not going to be great, but you'll get the idea. The glue sets fairly quickly, so there is for that. On this other side, I actually want to line up for this corner that's down here, you know, because it slopes in this way. Great, I glued a toothpick to my arm. I want to line this up with that down there. This edge down here, I want to line up with it. And you know what? I completely forgot. I should. It's actually, I think it's up on my shelf. I'll show you guys the chopper. It makes doing stuff like this super easy. So this one, you know, this one we went too far over here, so it's shaped like this. But it's actually just supposed to be right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this where it's supposed to be. This one we're going to cut it where we want it. And then we're going to take these that are, you know, thin, but it'll work. And then we're going to run along. And like I said, it makes it much easier if when you're doing this, you actually have the holes to judge by. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have flaws to do this. Like, you could literally do this, adding details and so forth. Like, I know Kit Maker does this, or Toy Maker. There's a bunch of the models that end up doing this. You can butt those all up. Give that a second to cure. But you can do this for adding details to just about anything. You don't have to have flaws. And then we're just going to cut off even. And there you go, David. It looks janky, but roughly that's it. And you'll just go over and with a little bit of glue into those gaps. If you're actually using styrene, like actual styrene, you can actually basically weld these together and you won't even have that gap. But hopefully that helps you on that. Okay, so there is that. I know, super informative and detailed. Dave, you're such a wizard. Not so much so. And what do we got next? What could Dave jack up? Well, since we're already doing this, let's see what messages we have. Oh, now you tell me, Dave. Now, well, I mean, not now. You told me a while ago, and I just now looked at the message. Demetris, right? It is with a C, Demetris. If she's still on, hi. Oh, you gotta give me some warning, dude. Like, sometimes my mouth can get away from me. Okay. So if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But my hair still looks good. Okay. Let me see. Make sure I don't roll over the cat. I'm going to give you guys a different view because you don't need to look at my crotch as I'm standing up. Okay, you guys do not want to know what the sound is going to be. I was not prepared for this, so I'm going to sing to distract you from all the horrible noise that you're probably going to hear. No kids were destroyed in the making of this video. Ah, that wasn't too bad. Oi. Hola, it's me. I'm in California dreaming what Rona means to me. Okay, so this is the chopper. Why does it look like it's all kind of off to one side? The chopper. Get to the chopper. Okay. So this is, again, the chopper. Chopper is awesome. And the chopper you can actually buy. They have them over on, now this one, oh God. This one I've actually had for several years, but they actually sell this over at Galactic Toys. If you look over, they actually have some train supplies, like HO train supplies. They actually sell these, and these can be a lifesaver. But they do have them over there. So you do have guides on here. Angled guides, you have different angled guides. You have this one. Like, there's a lot that you can do on here. If you unscrew these guys, you're going to actually pull these plates out. And you can set them up just about any way that you want for any kind of angle. But it's great for being able to... Come on. Come on. Okay. So let's say you have a piece of styrene just like this. Does that help? No, that does not help. Okay, let's turn you down. Down helps. Let's change views. Okay, so let's say you have styrene like this. So this is about 1.5 millimeters thick by about 2 millimeters. And let's say you only want this to be 2 millimeters thick. Or let's say we're going to go 1/4 inch. We want a 1/4 inch. This was not meant to be an advertisement for this on Galactic, but it's going to work. Let me do this in reverse so you guys can actually see it. Okay. So you have all your different angles. You can cut these in. This is made for model railroading. So I have this set at 1/4 inch. It uses regular, just razor blades. You'll put it in where you want it. Push down. And there you go. You can adjust that. And your pieces all end up being nice and smooth. Let's say you want an angled piece. Like you're one of those that are completely OCD and you have actually gone through and measured out what angles that you need those ends. No chance this comes in metric. It might come in metric if you order it out of the United States. You might be able to find it in metric. I don't know. Or what you could do is you could actually take a ruler and mark your own metrics in here. Now these are in degrees, but yeah, this is in inches. But you could mark your own metrics that are on here. Okay, so on this, that's at about a 45-degree angle. So you could go along and you could cut all your pieces that you're wanting for forming a box, or picture frame, anything like that, at a 45-degree. Put them all together. You'll have a perfect square, butted ends. You can do a lot. If you're just wanting to chop up a bunch of pieces to do things, like this would have been a lot cleaner doing something like this, but I actually forgot that I had this until I thought about it. But yeah, so this is an option too. If you really want to get into scratch building, you could do something like this. Let's see. Gunplow Fixation says, Miguel, I recommend using a caliper anyway for measurements. They typically come in both metric and English units. Yeah, I have a couple around here, and I was a dummy and got electronic ones instead of manual ones. So, and the batteries are dead in them, so they're useless to me, which means I suck. Okay. Let's say you accidentally do something. And you're like, Dave, I don't know. Which, by the way, no disrespect, I actually ended up buying this. You guys know I ended up buying this. The sander. Okay, the sander is nice. But it's very... How do I put it? Very niche. Like, it's nice to get through things quick, but I actually end up finding myself using my hands more. Just doing it by hand with files. I do like it. I mean, it's nice. I like using it. Chopper 2 is a good tool. Also recommend Ultimate Cutter by God Hands. Wonderful cutting tool. I don't even know if I've seen that. Okay, so I want to do, let's do this tip. And I think this goes into here. Like, yeah, if I'm correct, I think. Into there. Dave has not looked at instructions, so we know this might or might not work. Okay. Oh, it's like a tattoo gun now. Okay. Let's get you up close. That way, if I end up jamming my finger, you guys can all laugh at me at the same time. Now, this could come in handy for detailing. That could actually work for detailing. Ooh. Don't turn it on high. Freaking shake your damn arm off. And then, let's see, where's the drill? Let's go bigger. That'll work. Okay. Then we're just going to jam it in there. Drill it. Oh. Now, I'm doing all this intentionally, by the way, so. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, damn. There's a hole, and there's flaws. Oh. Yeah, it could make some great, yeah, battle damage. Okay, so in today's video, boys and girls, I'm going to show you the secret of super glue and baking soda. Ooh-wee. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh-wee. Okay, a little bit more onto the palette. Gunpla tattoo gun. Yes. Okay. So let's say that these were not intended. So now you have these gouges that are in here, but you don't want them anymore. But you don't want to break out like two-piece putty. Take a little bit of this. You don't want to do it too thick because we can build up layers. And where is my not illegal substance spoon? Okay. And I'm going to sprinkle. Well, I meant to sprinkle a little bit, but so this is just regular baking soda. As a matter of fact, if you have a box in your fridge and it's time to change it out, surprise your wife. Get a new box. Go, I'm replacing the stuff in the fridge, hon. You take out the old and then you put it into a container, much like this or so forth. And you put the new one in there and she's all, oh, you're so thoughtful. You never think of crap like that. Meanwhile, in the back, you're all in the back like, wah ha 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 ha. She'll never know. All right. So, get yourself a brush, something like this. No, a handy dandy makeup brush. Don't use your wife's. She will murder you. So it looks like I have just a little bit more that I could do over here. Fill that in. A little bit more. I actually don't like using this. I don't even know why I did the spoon part. Okay. Now, the great thing about doing super glue with baking soda is it sets like that. And it becomes rock hard. Do not do like a really thick glob amount and then put it on there, because what ends up happening is the center of that glob of glue won't cure, or it will, but it'll take forever. It'll just don't do it. Little bits. Do a little thin layer of glue and then the powder, and then if you need to do more, another layer. That spoon is suspect. I don't even know where I got this one. Like, I have a couple of them, and oh, these are the GSI Krios ones. I like the Tamiya ones better. This is the Tamiya one. Like, paint sticks to these. I like the Tamiya one better. Okay, so there is that. And let's see. Do I have 400's a little rough, but we don't care right now. Now let's say we've already gone over and we've done this, and you can kind of see that there's like divots in the plastic. To level that out, you could technically do that along those, if you're going this far, but we're not. So then I'm just going to go along and I'm going to sand that down level. This is the 400 grit. You could use a file too. Where are my files? Where are my files? So the basic file. It basically turns, the baking soda basically turns the glue into basically like a resin type substance. Like it's going to be harder than the plastic around it, but this works great with resin. If you have thin pieces, this is great to do on the backside of them, especially on resin, like that, the thinner resin stuff. Can you use a popsicle stick? Yes, you can use a popsicle stick. I mean, normally if I'm not on camera, I'll just pinch my fingers in the baking soda and just sprinkle it on. But that gives you the rough idea on that, but we're not quite done. So if you remember, we punched the hole in here. Oh, poor shield, it has a hole. Okay. So this is where it comes in important of just doing thin layers. So we're going to put in a thin layer of the glue. Now reach in, get some of the magical powder. I do have a video in the works as well on this, but I figured since I was doing a live and I didn't really know what to do, and I was talking to David about this, that I would just do this. So you can pretty much instantly, like right after you do that, add another layer of glue. Don't do this. Don't have powder on there and then put more glue, because then it doesn't get to the part that it needs to stick to. And watch, because as you're doing layers on this, it actually absorbs into, you know, what's left of the baking soda underneath. Also, do not use baking powder. Some people say that they use baby powder. I don't recommend it. It actually kind of turns goopy, and it's just weird. So I'm feeling that. Feels pretty much done. Okay. So we'll put that back on there so that we don't mess that up. We'll brush off our little area. Brush that off. If I wanted to really tear this up, I get the go to town file. So one of the things that I recommend to any hobbyist, it doesn't have to be gunpla related, is tools. Like, tools are your friend. You can have 18 million kits, but if you don't have the proper tools for you, what may be proper and perfect for someone else may not work great for you. But tools are key. Don't collect kits, collect tools. And if you take that to heart, will save you a lot of headache. Hate that there's that divot, and we're going to get rid of that. I ordered that pry tool set. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, so Wave makes a part separator. It is literally this, and they sell it for $20. This I actually ordered a long time ago off of eBay, and it was like $9, and it was sold as a part separator. And then I recently found that the tools that you can get for watchbacks that's what those are watchback pry tools. And you can get a set of like 4 and some parts to be able to remove parts on your watch for like $10. And you can probably buy those single for like $2-3. So every tool, I shouldn't say every tool, most tools that you end up finding for hobbies and stuff was intended for something else at some point. All right, so we finally got that down there. Let's break out some. I didn't even think about these. All the chonies are beautiful. There is a purpose behind this. I promise to God. Wait, I saw a message. Something about more snow. More snow. I will have to show that to wife. Oh, holy shit, dude. By the way, sorry kids, if you're still watching. Didn't mean to cuss. This is water. I got water from the sink. Okay? There's not saliva. I am sanding this with Rona germs to make it nice and smooth. Here comes Rona Claus. Here comes Rona Claus. Right down Rona Claus Lane. Give you light coffee. Your vaccine's on a plane coming to a town near you. Okay. Now, you can see it, but it is nice and smooth. Where is my buffer? Got to buff. My arm's getting tired. Jeezy, crazy. Okay. So, let's see. My nieces are calling, so I have to duck out. Have fun, everyone. Have a great night, Steps Kids. Thank you for stopping by. And here we are. All nice and done. And you can see it looks like it's perfectly smooth, but it looks like there's still, something there, but it is nice and smooth. And all you're seeing is the whiteness from the glue and the powder. But there we have eliminated, and it is nice and smooth along that surface. No dimples, no dents, no anything. So I hope that helps someone. Oh, I am tired now. Okay. So David, I hope that helped you out. I gave you some ideas on how to do things. I am going to get your address because I want to send you a care package of some tools, because I think you're kind of limited, and I have plenty of these buffing blocks and sanding blocks and stuff like that. So I want to send you a care package, and things that you will need on your resin journey. Unless I wasn't supposed to mention resin journey. Wife, we don't know anything about resin. It's a code word for trash. Resin is trash. It's a code word for trash. So we're just going to leave it at that. Okay. Oh. All right. Yeah, so that is I think that's about it. I gotta go down, clean out the dishwasher. Maybe refill my cup because this seems to be empty. Let's see here. Miguel Crespo, about to start my resin journey. Terrified and pumped. Well, of course, you can always hit me up. And if you become a God tier member, you can hit me up anytime. But that's not a force. Like, seriously, you can email me. My email is down below. You can email me. You can hit me up on Facebook, David Starshadow. There's only one of me. There better be only one of me. Name, copyright, patent pending. But yeah, you can hit me up. I'm always available to answer questions. I just make myself a little more available to my God tier members, in case they need anything, want anything, have any questions, things like that. I just find it really I have to go outside soon. It's so hard to broadcast. Oh. And Ungawa stops in. Hello, good sir, Ungawa. Yeah, so I mean, especially with the resin, I really enjoy helping you guys. I have coming next month, and I kind of feel horrible because I didn't know if this was going to come through or not. But a gentleman had contacted me about the middle of this year if I would do a Fortune Meow Double Zeta conversion kit for him as a commission. And so I guess he just got the kit today. He sent me pictures and everything, and it does look pretty good. And I have the master grade, so right now he's going to pay me for the master grade. But he's going to send me the kit after the first year because things have been sketchy with the post office mailing things. So that will be coming up on the channel. You guys will be seeing that step by step. Angawa says, I've got the Fortune Meow kit. It's pretty good. I've heard people like that better than I have the, not the Madworks. I have the, damn it, what's the other company? I want to say Madworks, but that's not it. Anyway, Maniac. Yeah, thank you. And I like all the details, but it's got a lot of details, and a lot of people don't like that many details on there. And I kind of been keeping that set to the side in case he did come through. So that's going to be coming. I was contacted today. If you guys are interested in a real grade Sosby conversion, which is by by Madworks, they just got them in over at Galactic Toys. They've already sent out those that are already pre-ordered, and they have limited supply still in stock. Zach is sending me one to review for you guys and mess with in January, which I happen to have the real grade sitting back behind my shoulder, and I actually have an upgrade set, metal photo etch set for that real grade, which I'll be incorporating in that. So that'll be coming for me to do. I saw you were blocked on the handwritten list. Oh. Wait, huh? What? Wait, I got caught up. Let's see. Looking forward to the Res Kit video. I got a Fortune Meal kit. Pretty good. Expensive kits, though. More than the conversion dress ups. Yep. Maniac, what up? Angawa, I think it's better than the Maniac. Hey, Miguel. I don't know. I got blocked by him a while ago. Didn't notice until. Alright. They're having their own. Their own thing about another stream. Oh, I'm so offended. Whores. Anyway, no. But yeah. So that stuff's going to be coming. I ordered, like I said, I ordered 2 or 3 of the Madworks airbrushes and 2 or 3 of the nippers. So I'm going to be giving some of my members those tools, and in the post that is in my community tab, which I believe you can't see unless you are, you've subscribed to me. There's a post there. Leave a comment, any comment. Say Dave sucked. I don't think YouTube will let you say I suck ass. Which is good for me. Leave a comment. I will randomly pick someone to win an airbrush, and randomly pick someone else to win a pair of nippers. So I don't think I mentioned I'm going to be giving away 2 items. I think I just mentioned I was going to be giving away 1. So surprise for you guys. God tier members will be getting their own prizes. I will find out which they want, whether they want an airbrush or whether they want the nippers. And I will be sending those out. But yeah, so I ordered all those. Thank you, Zach, for everything. He was kind enough. He did offer to volunteer, to donate those, and I actually refused because this was my own thing last minute that I decided to do. And I want to do it because you guys are kind enough to join, follow me, everything else. So thank you. Check text. Someone sending me. Okay, awesome. I will put you in my address book, and I will send you out a care package. I may not send out the care package until after Christmas. So I don't know. It all depends. I still have packages floating around that were supposed to be delivered days ago, and they're still floating around somewhere. So I don't know. Especially with the snowstorm you're getting, I may wait until closer to Christmas or just after. I will let you know. But yeah, that's about it. Let's see. You two are having your own conversation, and yeah. So you guys know where to find me. I gotta go clean up the kitchen. It's been awesome. 15,000 subscribers. Like, I thought I'd never get here, especially since I bleed subscribers every time I upload. Oh, has it updated now? Has it updated now? Yay! See, there we are. Come on, focus. Get my head out of the way. 15,000. See, it had to hit 15,001 for it to actually update. All right, so this guy's gonna get mounted on the wall. Ta-da! So thank you, Johnny R. Whoever Johnny R is, I think I know who you are, Sinjui. But that'll get mounted up on the wall. I haven't mounted it up because I haven't hit that time, so I haven't hit that. So yeah, no problem. Post office is delayed a day because nor'easter anyway. Yeah, so I'd rather you get there, and I'm going to get a little packet together. Plus, I have to actually. You know what? I may thank you guys. I may wait until I get my shipment from Galactic so that I can send you whichever you choose, whether you want the nippers or the airbrush. So I didn't even think about that. So I'll just send you a whole bundle care package all together. I have a bunch of sanding blocks, sticks. I have a bunch of stuff that I'll send you. See, benefits of being a God tier member. You get free shit. And Gunpla says airbrush, airbrush, airbrush. And unless you get lucky in the contest, you're not a God tier member unless you upgraded and I don't know about it. Then you get an airbrush. Now watch, everyone's going to subscribe and become a God tier member. I'm going to have 50 God tier members, and then I'll have to buy 50 airbrushes and fuck my life. Okay, so that's it. David Cortez says hint, hint. What do you mean hint, hint? I don't even know if you have an air compressor. You have airbrushes, Jim. You have lots of airbrushes. You have lots of fancy smancy airbrushes. I only have a couple. I have a Procon. I have a Neo. I have a Sotar. Oh shit. I don't know what that was that fell on the floor. Oh, it was just a tip. I don't need the tip. My girl needs the tip, but I don't need the tip. Extreme Patriot. Piece of garbage. I shouldn't say piece of garbage. For the right person, the Patriot is a right brush. A good brush. I just don't like the Patriot. It's like holding a freaking bazooka in my hand after like 5 minutes. So yeah, and just look forward for stuff. Just look for stuff. My next stream, I need a shit tier airbrush. I can't eat filet mignon every day. I'll send you a shit tier airbrush. It'll include a straw and some paint. And then what else was there? I think my next stream, let's see, what's today? Wednesday? Maybe Friday or so forth. I'll crack this guy open. We'll build it on stream. We'll do something fun with it. I've got a couple of the ships and stuff. The Madworks airbrush is not. Yeah, you know what? I found, like, I compared it to the Procon and the Iwata, and the parts pretty much look the same. There's a little variation, but it's a pretty solid airbrush. I like it. For under $50, you cannot beat the price for under $50. Like, I've seen that. What's the brand that's always on Model Master or something like that? That's on Amazon. Those are pieces of garbage. I know because Heidi's work decided to pick up a bunch of them for teaching to do nail art, and I was constantly having to go over the school because they were breaking them or they were just breaking. Yeah, they're not. Don't get Madworks airbrushes. Like, just don't. They're horrible. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. For those wondering, did I get Cyberpunk 2077? No, I was good. I did not. I held off. So I did not, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I know it has a lot of issues, and you guys probably wouldn't end up seeing me because my character would be hanging out in Slutty Town doing naughty things down there. I don't know. Probably. Everyone have a good one. Be safe. Let's see. Gunpla Fixation is in Florida, so don't melt. Dave is in the Northwest getting pounded by snow, so don't get frozen over. Everyone be safe. Stay Rona free. I will see all you sexy bitches in the next video. Peace.